if you running in this race and you take 500 votes, and because of your 500 votes, Mr. Gentile lose the race and the race goes to Dan Donovan, would you feel bad about it?
Well, first of all, I won't be taking votes from Mr. Gentile. I work for those votes. Those votes are mine. People on the street tell me they aren't going to vote for either candidate because they don't feel that they're connecting with their issues, especially people that are in the Black Lives Matter movement. They feel that, these are machine politicians, and we don't want that. We want somebody that's speaking about new values, new issues. They want somebody that wants a $15 now. So people that are voting for me are people that want a $15 now, they want a Green New Deal, they want an end to police brutality. Those are my people.
But do you believe you actually could win this election?
I could. You know why? Because in the last election, only 28% of the people voted. And there's been polls that said if the public knew about third-party candidates, that they would actually vote for them. And the reason you had a 28% voter turnout was because people didn't want to vote for the major two parties. They wanted to vote for a third party, but they didn't know about them. So that's what we've been doing out in the street all the time and reaching out to people that we know that didn't vote. Before April 10th, we tried to register people that weren't registered. So I'm going after new voters, I'm going after disgruntled voters. So those are my people. Like I said, I've worn my shoes down, walking up and down Bay Street and all other streets around here, talking to people that said, I'm not going to vote.
I'm wearing my shoes down to make sure Dan Donovan don't get elected.
Well, that's exactly what you should do.
I would be mostly highly insulted if Dan Donovan go in on election day.
Me too.
So I am working my
Tokus.
Yeah, and that's what we all should be doing. Because like I said, it's not about this candidate or that candidate. We all have our voter base that we're working to keep Dan Donovan out of office. And I mentioned his name and I said I wasn't going to do it. But that should be the goal. And it shouldn't be pitting Mr. Gentile against Mr. Lane. It should be about, if you don't like what Gentile says, you have Lane. If you don't like what Lane says, you have Gentile. That other person that's not even in this room right now shouldn't even be deserving of a vote. He should give back his contributions. He's not running a traditional campaign. He's not fit to lead.
If another party was going to run, I feel within inside of me. I'm being very honest with you. Mm-hmm. I feel the people needed to have been educated 2 years ago. We are not highly educated for the voting machine. So the people that you try to get out to vote, and you get them out to the polls, and 1 out of 5 people voted for Gentile and 1 of them voted for you, that's taking a vote away from...
Actually, a lot of people I've been speaking to, I went to the mall on Saturday and spoke to about 1,000 people, and maybe about 100 of them knew there was an election. That's not my fault. That's the fault of the media. The media is not letting people know. The media should be the ones that say, you know what, there's 3 candidates in this race, but they only want to let you know about 2. So I shouldn't be blamed for that. And the other thing about it is, I think in this district we only have about 200 or so registered Green Party members. But in the last election, there were 2,000 votes for a Green Party candidate that was running. 10 times as many votes for that person. And that person wasn't even running a full campaign like I'm doing. So as I mentioned before, I'm trying to get new people. I'm trying to get people that want to change to the system as it is. They don't want political or politics as usual. They want a new system in place. And that's why I'm running. And that's, till the day I die, I'm going to be out there recruiting people to vote for parties that truly represent their needs.